Hey everybody, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, and I'm bringing to you your weekly read. It's a general read for the week August 17th to the 23rd. I am using my Sacred Geometry Healing cards, and the link will be below to where they can be purchased, as well as my upcoming workshop, or the next workshop, on the 3rd of October of this year, which is a guide to working with the Sacred Geometry Healing cards. So let's get started with this reading. Pull some cards for the week, August 17th to the 23rd, and see what comes through, please and thank you. Cards for the 17th to the 23rd. 17th to the 23rd. 17th to the 23rd. Please and thank you. Sometimes the cards just fly out of the deck, and there's other times the cards don't go anywhere. Like now. Okay, come on, please. Thank you. And I have a few cards for the week 17th to the 23rd of August. Please and thank you. 17th to the 23rd of August. I'm just going to pull a card. Okay, the first card is the frequency 852. It's going to pull them. Perfect, grounding, anchoring. This week is very much about planting our feet. Yeah. Expansion, evolve and expand. Okay. I'm just going to pull a couple more cards, and I'm going to get into it. I'm going to see if a couple will fall out. We're really anchoring in this week, really, truly anchoring in. And it's lovely because the message is that we really need to connect as well on a higher level, a higher frequency, because it's time for us to reconnect into the knowledge, the wisdom that lays within. It's about getting to that point where we need to take a lead in our life, and we can't always be just in our head. We also need to start working greatly with our intuition. It's about shifting our consciousness. And when we can actually balance ourselves, so the grounding card here is about anchoring ourselves, planting our feet firmly into the soil. But at the same time, it's about raising our vibration. It's about being able to reconnect on a much higher frequency so that we tap in to that ancient knowledge that is within. It's time for us to relearn aspects of self. It's about relearning aspects of us as a whole. It's time for you to take the lead in your life. It's about you taking a lead in and being assertive to what you want to bring forth on this next leg of your journey. And we've all been put in a position where we've got plenty of time to think, and we have to become more creative. We have to put into perspective what is important within our lives. It's time to do to dive deep. Like the swan dives deep, it's time for us to dive deep. It's for us to go into the introspection, or to go within and to relearn about ourselves on so many levels. It's time to surrender, because life right now, there is so much that is out of our control. Yet if we surrender and we go within and align ourselves to the now, to what our purpose is, and what it is that we want to bring forth, then it will only create it will only create, I can't even think of the words. Here we go. I'm surrendering to right now in terms of trying to come up with my wording. When we go within and we rediscover ourselves, we rediscover our purpose, we reconnect to the true essence of who we are, our soul essence, when we come from a place of love, okay? And we really can see the love within. When we surrender and know it is safe to release all that no longer serves us, to release the old outdated belief systems, to release relationships that are no good for us, to release habits that we have that are hindering us, to release our thoughts that are holding us back and creating fear and negativity. When we know that it is safe and to release, when we know that it is safe and we are loved, the miracles that are going to come through are beyond your own expectation and your own knowing, because you are changing your mindset, you are changing thought processes, you are changing the way your outlook on life. And one of the sayings that I love most is a Wayne Dyer one, is when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Because what you're doing right now is creating your foundations. And what many people are going to find is that a lot of what they have believed to be the norm for them, what they believe to be their everyday life and what would be the rest of their life, is going to surprise them. Because what most people, or many people, are going through now is a massive transformation. And you may not realize it. You may, there may be fears that are holding you back right now because you just don't know what is going on or what the next move is. But sometimes you have to believe in the magic, and the magic of spirit, the belief that there is something bigger and better out there for you if you just to surrender to what you cannot control, but you do the work by creating the changes within yourself. It's that reprogramming, so to speak. Everything needs to be reprogrammed and updated at some point. Everything does, because it becomes outdated. Our TVs, our computers, and even we do as well, our cars, and we are the same. If we continue doing the same thing and don't make any changes, we're going to become outdated as well. And you're going to end up in a position where you just go, shit, what do I do with myself next? So it is imperative to do the work, the introspection. It's time to dive deep, okay? It is time to reconnect to spirit. It is time to reconnect within. It is time to reawaken and, reawaken that learning and that knowledge. And it's time to create the change. It is time for the, it's time for the oil change, so to speak, as we do with our own cars. Okay, let's just grab one card. So right now you're feeling unstable. Okay, there's the instability because your foundations are feeling a little rocky, but you're going in, you're doing that work. You are grounding yourself now, grounding and anchoring that energy now. You're really planting your feet. And I think we're going into We're even going into the next sign of Virgo coming up, and Virgo is an earth sign, so it's actually makes a lot of sense as well to be reconnecting to earth, to really being in that earthy aspect right now, and taking the lead for you, for your life. As the bottom of the deck says, it's time to let go of that fear. Release it now. Trust in the magic, and trust in the universe. Trust that there is something bigger and more beautiful out there for you. Do the work and you'll be so surprised. It's time to believe. It's time to have joy. It's time to have that faith and bring it back into your life, regardless of what is going on a global level. Bring it back to you. Do the work on you. And if each one of us does that, and each one of us really reconnect to our heart space and really anchor ourselves into earth, can you imagine the collective and how powerful, how strong the bond is going to become? Releasing ourselves from that aspect of fear and going into that total aspect, excuse me with this green, going into the aspect of love. We are here to go from fear into love. And that's what we're working on. And we can do that when we surrender to what's going on around us and we just work on ourselves. So have a wonderful week wherever you are, and take care of you, and we'll speak in a week's time. Okay, bye for now.